I go both ways.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there?
You could just see cuts happening.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
What's the coroner got to say? He's in the jar and puking since he saw it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy? There's something wrong with you. You're imagining things.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
She's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy terror, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the By Witch Project. Welcome. Wait. Oh, fuck. I messed up. Let's start over. Hold on. Fuck! Fuck!
That's our tagline.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the By Witch Project. Hold on. Wait.
All right, Missy Elliott.
Yeah, wait. It is. Wait, hold on. Wait.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Can I?
It's your fun, but when yeah.
It's your for. Can I do something really inappropriate just for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Sigh named Cuff.
Fuck me in the ass.
That's not even inappropriate. That's inappropriate for like a 16-year-old.
For a podcast.
A
It is.
cast
A
pod.
cast pod.
Nah, I've heard much worse on
man.
a podcast.
Danny Boom, what was the weirdest dream you've ever had in your life?
That's impossible. I literally just.
We've been talking about dreams. We know that we're going to
constantly,
review a
yeah.
movie about dreams. So the whole day we've just been like, yeah, dreams. Like who are in your dreams? I know us celebrities aren't really in your dreams a lot.
I can't talk about my dreams last night because they're too recent in history.
They relate to real people.
Yeah.
In office, maybe.
I had a dream that I was like Jack Frost recently. And I was like looking for other people with like superpowers like mine and fighting vampires, and I could fly, but I could only like jump and glide, and then I would have to use like I would have to like dip down and then pick back up really quick to like keep in the air like this. And that was a really fun one. I dream a lot. Like I have like 19 dreams a night. I sleep very poorly. I sleep like maybe 4 hours a night too. So I dream a lot. I'm a big dreamer.
Yeah.
I have a lucid dreamer too. So I think that I think that I would win in this movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I can make whatever I want happen in my dreams. So
You're
I can just
used
be
to
like,
it.
you're fucked.
And can we also announce about that little condition that you have when you go to sleep?
Oh, I also have sleep paralysis sometimes.
Sleep paralysis. Yeah.
And it's freaky as hell, but sometimes it's pretty cool.
It is so scary, but like fascinating too. I know someone who has sleep paralysis, and he tells me that he literally, and you told me this too, like when you have sleep paralysis, you literally like you can't move and you just have to go, ugh.
You have to like,
Like you have to.
You know it's fake, so you have to like shake your head in the sleep paralysis situation. Then eventually you wake up shaking your head, and you're like, okay.
It's so.
I feel like I look so crazy just doing that head shake right
Yeah.
there.
Oh my god. Pardon me, I have a tickle in my throat.
I have a little tickle in my throat.
I have a tickle in my throat. For the longest time, I thought it was pronounced tinkle in my throat. Guys, I actually keep a Word document of all the dreams that I have, and I have to. I'll just read a few, but they have to be appropriate. You and the parents wake up in the middle of the night. There's a huge UFO hovering in the sky, bright lights and everything. You watch it from outside. You're in shock. Aliens are finally coming to Earth. I remember that dream.
That sounds like you got abducted.
Yeah, maybe I did. I would love to get abducted. Oh my God. But no, consensually. Yeah. Like,
Take me to another planet.
yeah. That'd be so cool. Like Demi Lovato said that she was abducted.
Demi Lovato also sang to a non-binary
She
ghost.
did?
So,
I forgot about that. Oh, I never laugh like that. I'm sorry, I just did that. You go shopping with your sister and her friends and go out for lunch to this vegan sandwich place. You buy a sandwich and the bill says it's over $2,500.
that makes
You
sense.
complain.
Fucking vegans.
You complain and no one helps you. Your sister and her friends laugh at you. You get furious. Oh God, this is weird.
What a boring fucking dream.
You get married. Well, these are the ones that I can read. Some of these are like really personal and involve stuff. You get married alone, quote unquote, with 2 other men. You're a celebrity there for some reason. Elle Fanning is there, and you try to go out with her.
I'm sorry, Elle Fanning.
This is so weird. Wait, last one. You mow the lawn with Lorraine Warren, famous paranormal investigator.
The real one or the
The real
or
one,
the
not Vera
actress?
Farmiga. No, the real one, the real Lorraine Warren. She's dead now. And she has grass on her dress, and then she pulls her bra down and reveals her breasts to get the grass off.
So when her breasts are revealed, the grass falls off?
Yes.
That makes sense. Logically, I would do the same.
Oh my God.
I hate when there's cat hair on my clothes. I just whip my ball sack out and it just falls right off.
Oh God. Hi everybody. Welcome to the I already did all the intro. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm
Did
so
we?
behind.
I'm
right now.
Danny Boom. And
I'm-
I'm the worst person you'll ever meet.
I'm Matt Bussy, and that is my last name. My nickname in middle school was Matt Pussy. Today we're reviewing Don't Laugh.
It should have just been Bussy. It's
Pussy.
it's
I know
the
it's
actual
pussy.
spelling
It
of
is
Bussy.
the
Like,
pussy. I think it's French actually. Bussy. We are reviewing
yeah,
today.
butt Bussy is French.
But Jesus Christ, we're on one today. This also is our second recording in a row.
You'll tell
And-
again. I want to
Yeah.
reiterate. I am not an outfit repeater.
Yeah.
I am just. We're trying to. It's busy schedules.
Kate Saunders is coming to Rome with us. What kind of class in like 8th grade goes to Rome for like 2 weeks?
know.
So stupid.
Sing to me, Paolo.
Paolo, sing to me. Oh, don't get me started about that Italian accent. And sorry, I do love you, Hilary Duff, but my God, pick better movies. A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. That is the movie we are reviewing today. And currently, you got to rent it with your own money.
I literally
I'm
was so
sorry.
pissed. I spent
I know.
hours trying, and like I wish I had like a voice remote on my TV, and my like remote's getting old, so it's like not working. So I'm like pressing letters, and I'm like, and I'm checking every fucking streaming service. And
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this?
Quite
and
annoying.
Google steered me wrong.
Really?
Google AI sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, can you stream the original Nightmare on Elm Street for free anywhere? And it said, oh yeah, go to I don't know, one of them, like maybe it was HBO Max, and I went there. It was like the new Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm like,
Oh God, no. Oh. Yeah, lying bastards.
fucking idiots.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. Here's what it is about. Teenager Nancy Thompson must uncover the dark truth concealed by her parents after she and her friends become targets of the spirit of a serial killer with a bladed glove in their dreams, in which if they die, it kills them in real life. So if Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, Nancy won't wake up at all. I love that tagline. That was the tagline for the movie. I didn't
Was
just make
it?
that up. Yeah, it was.
I don't know shit about anything.
I don't know shit about anything. That was like a dick.
Is that what I
move.
sound
No,
like?
I'm sorry. That was like a dick move. I wasn't impersonating you. I don't know why I just did that.
Oops.
I just had hummus, so sometimes hummus makes me crazy.
Hummus gets me. I'm off the hummus, guys.
Aldi hummus, really good. The movie A Nightmare on Elm Street premiered on November 9th, 1984. It was made for $1.1 million and apparently grossed $57.1 million. Am I having a stroke today?
Wow.
Internationally, but most reports I found say it grossed between 25 to 28 million worldwide. So you decide. This
Really?
movie, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, I know. This movie literally saved New Line Cinema from bankruptcy after its release, and it was jokingly nicknamed the house that Freddy built, just like the house that Jack built.
I love that movie.
Great movie. We should review that. It has like horror elements, so yeah, we should review that.
It is a horror movie.
It is a horror movie, actually. What am I talking about? The movie currently has a 94% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and an 84% audience score, and the movie took only 32 days to shoot, which is crazy
I feel
because
like almost all slashers take
but this
within a
one's
month.
different because this one there's a lot more practical, like big practical effects that they do. So I thought this would at least take like 3 months, but like 32 days, that's
They were
crazy.
they were putting in work.
They were. Danny Boom, when did you first see this movie and how do you feel about it? Thoughts?
This also was
Savina!
literally this was again, I think 31 Days of Halloween. I think that almost every slasher.
That's like every movie.
It's just like
that you've
they
seen.
had them on. It was when I was a kid, they had them on 24/7. So it was like all day, all night. There was nothing else on the AMC channel for all of October. And they just played like all the franchises through. And I don't remember which one I saw first, but I do distinctly remember seeing at a younger age the long arm scene. So I was probably like 9 or 10, somewhere around there. On my like I had this little fucking, it was like an 18-inch TV. And it was like a fat one of those like fat, it was like a
Oh,
cube.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like a cube. In like the guest room of my parents' house.
The TVs with the thick butts. That's what I used to call them.
There was no
yeah.
plasma back then.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, plasma doesn't even exist anymore.
No, I know.
There was no flat screens. So yeah, that's when I saw it, and I loved it.
I love this movie. I think the first time I watched this was similar to Halloween. I think I got up really early. I used to wake up early all the time. And I said this for our Halloween episode. Early in the morning on TV, on like HBO mostly, there was either porn playing or really famous horror movies. So this particular moment, this was playing. And that was the first time I watched it. And I became so obsessed with it. I made my mom buy it for me on DVD at Granite Run Mall, RIP. It was the FYE store. Remember FYE?
It still exists.
It still exists?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
It's a lot of like.
I've spent so much
It's
money.
a lot
at
of
FYE.
like plushies and stuff now. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not memorabilia, but like items.
Yeah.
And there's still a movie section, but it's not big.
Yeah. I bought my sister once an Edward
I
Cullen mug. No, what's it called? Water bottle.
Love
There.
FYE.
Yeah.
Love it.
Good store. So yeah, I think I may have been like 10 or 9. I think same age as you when I first saw this. And I love it. I love A Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it is one of the most inventive slasher horror movies of all time. I think that the practical effects are fantastic. I think again, it's clever. I think that's what I mainly love about it. This isn't really like any other slasher movie. You know, I think it has such a surreal, obviously surreal because it's about dreams. It has such a surreal kind of feel and quality to it. It's scary. It's well acted. I think Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger is the man. I love Heather Langenkamp as Nancy. Wes Craven, I mean, R.I.P. Just a true a true
Brilliant.
legend. Brilliant.
I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, I love it.
I love everything about it. I don't think I have a single complaint.
Yeah.
I think it was just super well done.
Phenomenal. They made a lot of sequels to this movie. They made a remake in 2010, not starring Robert Englund. We'll get to that. And fantastic.
All right, cool. I'm gonna steal a banana too, real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My blood sugar's still down. Guys, I have blood sugar problems.
Pause. We're taking a quick pause. Danny Boom needs a banana. Hold on. How's this? Ow. How's this? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, yeah, we are actually back now. Danny Boom, what do you rate this movie?
I rate this movie
Out of 5.
Literally, it's probably one of the only ones I give this movie a 5 out of 5. I don't think I have no problems with it.
I would give it a 4.5 because I have some issues with the way it ends, which we'll talk about. But yes, I love it. I don't have anything like bad to say about this movie. Nothing. Yeah, I'm also
Nothing
a
bad.
really annoying hand talker. I'm sorry, I gotta get over that.
I'm like I move around too much.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah, you get
fidgeter.
up, you sit up and sit on your bum a lot.
I have to
notice.
I have to sit in different positions. I can't just stay in one.
It's all good. It's all good. No worries. There's a lot of hair on this mic. A Nightmare on Elm Street was written and directed by Wes Craven. Yes. We've
Man,
all
the
heard
myth,
of
the
Wes
legend.
Craven, right? Well, he's super famous for this movie and several other horror movies, most notably the Scream franchise. He only directed the first 4 movies, though. He also did The Serpent and the Rainbow, The People Under the Stairs, Red Eye, and he even did a non-horror movie called Music of the Heart, starring Meryl Streep, which she also got an Oscar nomination for. I remember that movie. Prior to A Nightmare on Elm Street, however, he was already pretty recognized as that horror director, quote unquote. He did 2, I added that. He did 2 previous films, The Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes, which now are considered 2 of the most famous horror movies, and both have been remade.
I love both of them.
Last House on the Left is fucked up.
That's medium. Everybody's when it came out. It was
really, really bad. I saw the remake with my friends in
I love the microwave scene
2009.
in that.
Oh, that's so good. But my 2 friends I think they had to like go to therapy after that movie. Scream 4 was sadly his last movie. That came out in 2011. Wes Craven died in 2015, and one of his last Instagram photos was him driving into Philadelphia up to City Hall. And I remember seeing
Go
that.
Birds,
and going,
baby.
I remember seeing that and going, he's in the city, yeah. Like a weirdo. Wes Craven came up with the idea for this movie from a series of articles in the Los Angeles Times about a group. Did you know this? This is
I
kinda
thought
crazy.
he came up with this because he had a nightmare.
Close. So he read these articles about a group of Southeast Asian refugees from the Hmong tribe.
Duh.
HMONG, several of whom died from having nightmares. They had come to the U.S. to escape the reign of Pol Pot, I think is how you say his name, Pol Pot, leader of the Khmer Rouge. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not good at this. And Cambodia, the Killing Fields. That's what that movie's based off of. They apparently started having awful nightmares and refused to sleep. Once they did fall asleep, they'd wake up screaming and then just die, which is so weird. Autopsy results revealed that they didn't die from heart failure. They just simply died. Medical authorities have since called the phenomenon Asian death syndrome, which is real, and that's a variant of sudden unexpected death syndrome, SUDS, and Brugada syndrome. All right, don't know about that name, doctors. Come on. But that's real, though. Yeah, that really did happen. They don't know, but these nightmares were so scary that they just died. It just caused their hearts to stop, which is like so freaky, I think.
Now I have like a new fear unlocked that's going to happen to me.
Sorry. Aliens is your one fear, and then
creepy aliens.
Yeah.
Halo aliens, totally cool. Like I'm totally cool with like fighting aliens in a war with like guns and shit.
Yeah.
Don't come to my room and sneak around.
I would like to fight the alien robot from Terminator 3, the bad alien robot. And I'd like to take her to dinner. I love Terminator 3. Are you a Terminator 3 fan? I know no one likes Terminator 3.
I don't hate it. It's just that Terminator 2 is the best one.
I don't know. Something about Terminator 3. The movie, this movie though stars Heather Langenkamp as Nancy. This was her breakthrough role. Prior to this, she was an extra in 2 Francis Ford Coppola movies, The Outsiders and Rumblefish. While she was a student at Stanford, she then
Aren't those both S.E. Hinton books?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and The Outsiders, I think, is like a musical now or like a play or something.
It's a bunch of things.
Yeah.
The Outsiders is like very popular.
Yeah. So while she was a student at Stanford, she then got cast as a pregnant teen in this movie called Nickel Mountain. She was only in 2 other A Nightmare on Elm Street films, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Oh, so good. So good. She was also in the ABC sitcom Just the 10 of Us in the late 80s and played Nancy Kerrigan in the 1994 TV film Tanya and Nancy, The Inside Story, which I've got to watch. I love cheap, like badly made TV movies. Did you know like Jean Smart played Eileen Wuornos in a movie in like the 80s or something?
No.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. She auditioned for this movie, on Friday the 13th in January 1984. Yeah, that's true. She beat out over 200 actresses for the role of Nancy, including Jennifer Grey, Demi Moore, Courtney Cox, Tracy Gold, and Claudia Wells.
Way.
Yeah.
No.
That's a true story. Yeah.
Jennifer Grey?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it was her because she did a great job, but
Are you a big Jennifer Grey fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Pre-nose job.
What was that?
Pre-nose job.
Oh, I didn't even know that she got a nose job.
Yeah.
Oh. She was in A Real Pain, too, wasn't she? With Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. I think she was.
I don't know. I never seen that.
Oh, it's really good. I think it's on Hulu. Robert Englund stars as Freddy freaking Krueger. Ironically,
legend.
in the film, he's only referred to as Fred Krueger. Englund has played Freddy, and he's Freddy though. Like now, he's
Duh.
Freddy. Duh. Englund has played Freddy in all the films in the franchise except the 2010 remake. He had played supporting roles in a couple films prior, including A Star Is Born, the remake from 1976. His breakthrough came a year before A Nightmare on Elm Street and the miniseries V. Since then, he's popped up in some other horror films like Urban Legend and Hatchet.
2001 Maniacs. He's in a bunch of horror movies. You're missing out on a few.
Sorry, I don't know.
He was also in The Paper Route, I think it was called, the Disney Channel movie.
Oh yeah, he was in that. I
He-
wasn't as familiar with Robert Englund, and like
He's in so many horror movies, like so many like
Oh.
not great one, like D movies,
Yeah.
like straight to DVD. But
I just remember him in Hatchet and Urban Legend. Those were the main ones.
I think it's 2001 Maniacs, maybe 3001. I think it's 2001.
yeah.
And he plays like a Confederacy like ghost town that like tortures people.
Maniacs, plural.
Mhm.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure
it's
that-
called 2001 Maniacs. Yeah,
Yeah.
horror comedy.
And then
Lynn Shay's in it too.
yeah,
Yeah,
Lynn Shay's in it. She's like his wife.
and it's a poster of a Confederate flag being burned.
Yeah, they're like a Confederate ghost town, and if you go there, you get stuck, and then they torture and kill
Oh,
you. I think they eat you.
We gotta add that
but
to
it's
the
really
list.
good. But yeah, he was in the Paper Route, that Disney Channel movie, and
Yeah.
then he makes a pit and gets the bullies to fall into a pit of goose poop, and he says, "I love the smell of goose poop in the morning, and it's been in my brain ever since I've seen that movie."
that's nasty. That's nasty. Oh, I hate poop.
It's goose poop.
It's goose poop. Johnny Depp is in this movie. He plays Glenn, and
His first movie.
his
Yes. Kevin Bacon second.
Oh yeah, you're
His
right.
first
You're right.
movie.
You're right. Yeah. I think he's fine in this movie
Oh.
physically. And he's like 20 or 21 in this. Now Glenn is like an idiot in this movie, but I love Johnny Depp in this movie. I do. And this was his feature film debut. 2 years after this, he had a small role in Platoon, but then he got very famous in the hit show 21 Jump Street, which started airing in 1987. And I mean, like, it's Johnny Depp. Like, do I really need to go through
I
his
know, it's just
filmography?
crazy to think like where he started and then like how his career kept going and like
Yeah.
all of those movies. I just like that he does what like he could be like an Oscar winning. He's never won
No,
an
no Oscar, no.
Yeah, he could be like an Oscar winning actor and like taking on roles, but he just like does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I think that like that's why I like him so much. Like he was in the movie Tusk and he
Yeah, with his daughter.
was
Yeah.
fantastic. And I didn't even know it was him for the first like 15 minutes. I knew I noticed him,
Yeah.
but they had so much makeup on him and his accent. I was just like, who is this? And I was like, holy fuck, that's Johnny
Yeah.
Depp. Great actor. And like, I can't believe that he started
Yeah.
from this. And he wears a crop top in this, I believe. At
He
one
does
point.
wear a crop
And
top.
it's
I
so
know.
hot.
I know. Yeah, he's really handsome too.
Yeah,
like
he's
really handsome.
He's cute twink Johnny
He's
Depp
got.
in
I
this.
feel like I'm sorry. I don't think Johnny Depp's like aging very well, but
well, it's probably the drugs and alcohol. if I
probably
guess.
that. And anyway, yeah, he actually and he met a woman named Amber Heard, and they're still married to this. I had to say that.
That's not true.
I know. I'm totally kidding.
She pooped his bed.
She pooped in his bed, yeah. One of the main reasons Johnny Depp was chosen was because Wes Craven's daughter thought he was dreamy and threatened to run away from home if he wasn't cast in the movie. I love that fact.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so funny. Ronnie Blakely plays Nancy's mom, Marge. She is an actor and singer-songwriter and was already an Oscar-nominated actress prior to this for her role in the classic Robert Altman film Nashville. Nashville is a very famous movie. It puts me to sleep, but in like a good way.
Really? She was Oscar
Yeah,
nominated?
yeah. John Saxon, I love him, plays Nancy's dad. He had originally co-starred with Bruce Lee in the martial arts film Enter the Dragon and was nominated for a Golden Globe for his work in the Western film The Appaloosa in 1966. He also played a police officer in Black Christmas 10 years prior.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's a good cop. Amanda Weiss plays Tina. She had previously starred in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Oh, so good. And then
Phoebe
love that movie.
Cates.
I love Phoebe Cates. I love Jennifer Jason Leigh. And later starred in Better Off Dead, 1985, a cult classic. Never saw it, apparently. Better Off Dead. What, the water?
Sorry, I have to take a sip of water. Yeah.
Oh.
But the bottle is like freezing my thighs. Go
I
ahead.
thought that was like a euphemism for something. And she was in the show Highlander. Amanda Weiss. Lastly, Jesus Garcia, also credited as Nick Corey, plays Rod Bad boy Rod. His first role was in the TV show Fame, based on the film. He also starred in Vampire in Brooklyn, another Wes Craven film, Traffic, and Along Came Polly.
Not a long
He was in Along.
Polly.
I think he actually, I may be wrong, I think he's the dancer that Jennifer Aniston dances with, and Ben Stiller's like, "Are you cheating on me?" And then he just goes, "No, I'm gay." I think that's him.
Maybe that is him.
I think it might be. Except that that's just another Hispanic actor. Then I'm gonna sound racist, so I probably shouldn't have said that. But anyway, and quick, would I don't know.
We're not racist. We love all races.
I know. It's like, guys, it's 2026. Like, anytime you say something, I'm always like, oh, like, should I say that?
We
Should
like
I not
all
say it?
races except for Catholics. I'm just kidding. That's how I was raised.
And oh God, quickly, fun fact: Lynn Shay plays the teacher in this movie.
I know. I noticed that.
I
got in my
love
notes too.
Lynn Shay. She's so young in this. She's now so famous for the Insidious movies, where she plays Elise, the badass psychic. I love her in that.
She kind of looks like a. I hate to say this. She looks like a droopy puppy dog a little bit.
A droopy puppy dog.
You know, droopy. You know.
Oh yeah, droopy. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah. She sounds the exact same too, like
Yeah.
the way she talks. She's also the sister of Robert Shay, the producer of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's get into the movie, shall we?
Oh yeah.
In our intro, we see a man in a boiler room adding these metal knives to a glove he puts over his hand. And then the title of the movie pops up. It's epic. And the music in
Also,
this
the
is
New
so
Line
good.
Cinema entrance,
Yeah.
that little red,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
little effect, awesome.
So good.
Way better entrance than Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
That's
way
my
better.
first note.
Way better. Way, way better. We then meet teenager Tina Gray. She's also in a boiler room. What is this life? Is this real life? What's going on? It's all so surreal. Tina starts to run away, but she hears her name and turns around, and there's no one there except for a sheep. Tina, seeing lambs, plays on the phrase "like a lamb to the slaughter," which originates from the Bible. It means that innocent and helpless creatures are unknowingly in danger, an apt description of Tina and her friends.
I was just talking about Catholicism.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Foreshadowing. She then appears to be on like a catwalk, and you just don't know what's going on. A disfigured man is staring at her when she sees him. The man chases her. She's cornered at a furnace. The man disappears again. She hears like a baby crying. It's really creepy. She's about to see where it's coming from, and then suddenly the man, jump scare, appears behind her. And then she wakes up screaming in bed. It was all just a nightmare.
I like that you don't see his face right away.
Yeah, you don't, which is really, and I just love like, it's so well done how Wes Craven does this, because that's what dreams are. It's so, what the fuck is going on? It's like, why is there a baby screaming?
Why is there a lamb?
Why is there a lamb? Why,
Also, the kids were doing the jump rope, and
Yeah.
I like that. While the score in this movie was decent, I think that I like the fact that they kind of they gave it like its own
yeah.
like theme song.
Yeah.
like everybody
amazing.
knows.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Like everybody
Yeah.
knows that. Even people who don't like horror, I feel like everybody has heard.
They've heard of that. They've all
yeah,
heard of that.
I think
yeah.
that like that's. I love that like this movie kind of did its own like thing.
Yeah. So, oh my God, honestly, so ahead of its time.
I have that in my notes too. Literally ahead of its time, like miles ahead.
Tina's mother comes to the door and asks her daughter if she's okay, and Tina replies, "It was just a dream." However, her mother points out 4 razor cuts in Tina's nightdress. It's so like, ugh. Tina looks down at the cuts and looks at them, and her mom leaves, and then Tina takes the
Her
crucifix
mom tells
off
her to
room
cut
wall.
her fucking nails.
Yeah, I know. It's just the mom and Tina's mom. Oh my God. No wonder Tina's dating Rod. Or sleeping with Rod. I don't even think they're a couple. The next morning, we see 3 little girls in white dresses playing jump rope, while a 4th girl in a white dress is holding a ball, and they're singing this like weird song, and it's outside of a school. We see that they're on the front lawn of a high school, and already it's like, it goes back to that surreal, like, what? Like, and I just love it. I love when horror movies do that. I love when horror movies right away drag you into like, this is our world. Like, it's creepy. It's off, get ready. So even as a kid, that always stuck with me. Glenn Lance, Johnny Depp, he is the boyfriend of Tina's friend, Nancy. He drives both her and Tina to the school. As they're walking to school, Tina tells both of them about the dream. Nancy then says that she too had a bad dream herself. And then suddenly we meet Rod Lane, Tina's boyfriend. He comes up behind them and tells Tina that he'd just woken up with an erection. Tina, that he talks like that.
I don't even know what that accent was.
He's always like, yo, man, Nancy, I didn't do
I had
it.
in my notes, I said,
Yeah.
Rob, is that his name? Rod.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he's such a dick. And I know people like this, unfortunately. That's the worst part.
Well, and like they make him look too much like a dick with like the leather coat for some reason.
They do give him like a nice redemption arc.
They do. I like Rod in this. I mean, yeah, I do feel really bad
after
for him.
like everything happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Tina then makes an unflattering comment about Rod's penis, which Rod doesn't appreciate. He then runs off to the school's front entrance. I'm sorry. Glenn doesn't appreciate that. Tina tells them both that she couldn't go back to sleep after the nightmare she had. Glenn implies that he'd had a nightmare as well and then runs off to school. This scene's interesting because Tina yells, "Did you have a bad dream too?" But then Glenn just keeps running to school. Do you think he heard her?
Yes. Because Glenn doesn't Glenn say that he has a
I
dream too?
I think he does, but that scene always was like, was he maybe just like in denial? He was
just like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Coincidence.
It's a very like Johnny Depp, like his character Glenn. It's very Johnny Depp. It's very like old school, like
this wind feels
dry.
so nice.
Oh, that wind does feel really good.
It's very nice weather here today.
It's gorgeous. That night, Nancy and Glenn are having a sleepover at Tina's house to make her feel better. However, as Tina describes the man she encountered in her dream, this makes Nancy remember that she also had a dream about the same person. She describes more details of the figure, and we get that music. He wore a red and green sweater and had large finger knives, to which Nancy assumes that he made himself, which he scratched over everything, which made a scary noise.
Ew,
The
yeah, I know.
scratch.
The
That
noise
is so
crazy.
good. This is also a funny scene because Glenn is like calling his mom and telling her that he's like at the airport or something, and he's like playing like a radio.
Oh yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm at work.
And
There's
it's
a
like
car accident."
you hear like planes, and then Nancy like is like playing around and like puts it up louder, and then it's like a worse sound. I don't know. It's a funny moment. In the original script, the blades on the knives were supposed to be fishing knives, not steak knives. But then
What the fuck is a
I have
fishing
no
knife?
idea because I also read that they're actually tomato knives. I'm like, what? What's a fish knife?
What's a fishing knife?
I have no idea. The three teenagers suddenly hear noises in the backyard of the house and go outside to investigate. After walking a few yards, okay. Deep breath. After walking,
Crazy donkey noise.
crazy donkey noise. After walking a few yards away from the back door, jump scare. Rod tackles Glenn and scares everyone. After a short conversation between all of them, Rod takes Tina upstairs to have sex in her mother's bed. Ravages her. Nancy and Glenn stay downstairs to talk. Glenn stays downstairs and sleeps on the couch and has to listen to orgasms from the other room. I've been there. It's a hard moment to watch. After Rod and Tina boink, Rod reveals to Tina that he too had recent nightmares, though he didn't discuss them in context. He then rolls over and they go to sleep. Meanwhile, while Nancy is sleeping in Tina's room, the same crucifix falls off the wall and onto her bed. Eerie moment. And then this next moment, the scene after this is like iconic. Tina is woken up by rocks being thrown at the window. When she tries to wake Rod up, he's sound asleep. She goes to the window and sees a rock hitting and breaking the glass. And she hears her name. And the way she hears her name, it's like, Tina. Like, it's such an eerie little...
It's Robert Englund.
It is, yeah. Back in Nancy's room, this man that's been like stalking them that they've been talking about, he tries to come through the wall, but Nancy wakes up, forcing him to hide again. She then puts the crucifix back on the wall. This scene with Freddy coming through the wall.
Oh, I have it right here. The wall scene is so creative. It's so creative.
So creative. So fucking creative. The scene where Freddy presses through the wall above Nancy was shot by stretching a sheet of spandex across a hole in the wall and pressing against it. In the shot, Freddy is also not played by Robert Englund. He's played by special effects designer Jim Doyle. So that's how they did that. They literally just put like a sheet, like spandex, over a wall with a hole in it, and then, so genius. Again, genius. Such an easy thing to do. Oh, okay. Tina goes outside into an alley to investigate who's throwing rocks at her, and then she sees the disfigured man who...
Stop throwing rocks at me.
Stop throwing rocks at me. She doesn't say that. After he chases her down the alleyway, it's such a weird moment because Michael's arms stretch out so far. Freddy. Oh, who did I just say? Michael? Jesus Christ. Freddy's arms.
I love the arm scene.
The arm scene is so, because it gives him like a clown kind of quality, like a circus kind of like,
also like a supernatural power.
Supernatural power too, yeah. So she starts to run. And also I have some trivia here about this. Wes Craven's original concept. So this is when we first see Freddy Krueger. He's burned as crap, burned as shit. Really, really scary. Has knives on his glove. Wes Craven's original concept for Freddy Krueger was considerably more gruesome, with teeth showing through the flesh over the jaw, pus running from the sores, and a part of the skull showing through the head. The makeup artist, however, couldn't do this convincingly, though, so they had to do this. And the famous scraping noise was created by scratching a steak knife on the underside of a metal chair, which, like, ah! Have you ever, like, had to, like, write with a pencil on a desk and, like, the eraser comes off, and then, like, the back of the eraser will, like, scrape the desk?
What?
That's happened to me before.
No.
Yeah. It's very sad.
How heavy is that eraser that it scrapes the desk?
Because, like, sometimes people will
like readjust my body. So
yeah, short shorts. Yeah, sometimes, like, with the pencil, people in class would be like, look, like, and they would, like, scrape it.
Ew,
I know,
gross.
I hate it. If you did that, you should be in jail. The inspiration for Freddy Krueger came from several sources in Wes Craven's childhood. This is so freaking cool. Fred Krueger was an actual schoolmate of Wes Craven, with whom he had shared a paper route and who had bullied him for several years.
Paper route.
What? Sorry, your eyes just got.
I love the smell of goose poop in the morning.
And this is another thing, one of the villains in The Last House on the Left is also called Krug, and the other one, Fred. So this Fred Krueger was.
They're
like,
not
a
villains,
big
they're
part.
misunderstood.
The rapists are misunderstood. Danny Boom. Oh my God. Freddy's burns also came from a man with severe burns by whom Craven had once been terrified by as a child. Freddy's attire, especially the dirty clothes and hat, was inspired by an alcoholic hobo that Craven saw staring at him through his window one day when he was only 10 years old.
Oh,
Spooky.
I hate window people.
Spooky. Very, very, very spooky. So, yeah, Tina runs away from him. Then Freddy is like, Tina, look at this. And then he holds up his fingers and he just snips them off with his finger knives.
The gore.
And the
so
pus.
good.
The pus, just like, and Robert Englund's face is so terrifying. He does that face of just like.
He just like
Like,
works.
it's
He
just-
works so well. I don't
he
know how
does,
they
yeah.
found him, but it
So
really
good.
worked.
So good. And, you know, he tackles Tina to the ground. And it's
The
like,
tree scene at this.
yeah,
Do you remember what I'm talking about? Where he just like
he pops out.
Yeah,
like, of
but
the
it, like-
tree, yeah.
it's too skinny to fit. I
Yeah.
don't know how they did that in '84.
Practical effects. I think it was just all practical effects. Yeah. He also, yeah, like he tackles Tina onto this table and this like tablecloth like falls on top of them. And then she like goes to like she like puts her hand on his face and,
And the
like
face peel.
his face just peels off and it looks like a robot or like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of face. It is so good.
So good.
I love it. As he scuffles with her, Rod wakes up to Tina's screams as she continues to fight with this man under
Rod
the
and
blanket.
his whitey tighties.
Rod and his tidy whities.
Whitey tighties or tighty whiteys?
Tidy whities. Yeah.
I don't know which one it is.
Sorry. There's a hair.
You
in
know
my
when you
mouth.
say something so much you don't know which way, like
Whitey tidy. They all wore them back then.
white,
Yeah.
tighty whiteys.
So yeah, the latter, Rod, is forced to watch as Tina is dragged out of bed and onto the wall before stopping on the ceiling. Oh, and also these 4 claw marks rip through. Yeah, her shirt rips open and you just see these claw marks go right down her chest. And oh my God, the gore is so cool. As Rod helplessly watches and screams out to her, he reaches out to her before she falls onto the bed and tumbles to the floor dead. Nancy, who woke up to Tina's screams, tries to get Rod to open the door, but she can only hear him calling out to the murderer as he doesn't see who killed her. When Nancy and Glenn manage to get inside the room, they find Tina's bloodied body, but Rod has escaped through the window. They used a rotating room for Tina's death. I never knew how they did it.
I was like watching. I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah.
But the problem is why I was so confused because Rod is sitting straight up and she's upside down. I don't know how they did that.
I think what they did is I think that they made a rotating room and they had Amanda Weiss, the actress, roll around on it. And then I think Rod, the actor who played Rod, I think he was just standing or sitting right outside that rotating room. And just with the camera shot, they made it seem like he was actually in it.
You know
Which is
what? I
crazy.
also put this note down here. I'm really surprised this movie is not referenced more like as Texas Chainsaw is, because everybody's like, oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is so gory and gruesome, but I'm like,
one's
this
pretty
is
gruesome.
on par, if not more. I think it's because Freddy's so silly
Yeah.
that people don't credit it enough.
I think Texas Chainsaw is real. Like people are. You watch that movie and you think that it is real. I think in
You're
Nightmare
like
on Elm
afraid
Street.
that you're gonna like eat
Yeah.
barbecued human.
Yeah, well, that, but also like just the fear of like going to the South and
That's it.
that's
That-
it. That's
don't have
it.
to-
You go to the South. That's it.
That's the last.
Yeah.
The
You're-
fear of being in the South.
Yeah, it's crazy. Not too long later, at the police station, Nancy's father, Police Lieutenant Donald Thompson, and a subordinate are discussing the incident and the murder that happened. Lieutenant Thompson then speaks to Nancy and her mother as he is angry that Nancy was sleeping in the same house as Rod, who he refers to as a lunatic delinquent. He believes that Rod is responsible for Tina's death. Nancy denies that Rod is a lunatic, but makes no attempt to deny that he is a delinquent. Donald asks Nancy if she has a sane explanation for what Rod did. When Nancy insists that Rod and Tina's argument was not enough to warrant him for the murder, Marge comments to her daughter that perhaps she doesn't think murder is serious, which Nancy replies with, "How could you say I don't take this seriously?" I love Heather Langenkamp,
know.
but that line delivery, I was like,
Also, does she
"Oh,
like
Heather."
remind you of Denise Richards? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Heather Langenkamp?
Is Denise Richards the right person?
Heather Langenkamp's prettier. I'm sorry. Denise Richards, girl, that Botox, that surgery.
No, before the Botox,
Oh,
like
okay.
when she was like in the 90s. Wasn't
Yeah,
she
a little
in-
bit. Yeah.
Wasn't she in that movie?
Wild Things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, they look exactly the same.
I guess I can kind of see it. I just only know Denise, unfortunately, from the tabloids and the fate. Stop getting Botox. Please stop getting Botox. I can't stand Botox.
I agree.
I just can't stand it. Stop ruining your faces. Look like Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren has never gotten work
I really
done.
thought he was going to say Helen Keller.
Helen Keller.
And Helen Keller wasn't even real. She's a fraud.
Oh,
Anyways.
God. Oh, Jesus Christ. This went off. This went off the rails. Yeah, so then they leave. The next morning, after not sleeping, Nancy heads off to school. As she walks past a house, Nancy sees a man very openly watching her. When she looks again, he's
Hot.
gone. Hot guy. Was he hot? I forgot what he
No.
looks like. And just that a guy was looking.
I was just
looking at her,
saying
yeah.
hot, yeah.
Another second later, she's grabbed by Rod and dragged into the bushes. Rod tries to explain what he saw and that it wasn't him that killed Tina. She kind of agrees with him, and then Rod gets angry, and he uses the F word the first time we hear the F word in the movie. I think we hear it 4 times in this movie. I know that because as a kid, I used to keep tallies of the fucks and the shits and the bitches and the hells and the dicks and the dams. I literally, in my notebook, would keep tallies. So there are 4 fucks, I believe, in this movie. Or 3. I think there might be 3. Donald suddenly appears in the bushes and pulls a gun on Rod, causing him to run off into the street where he is arrested by the other policemen. Nancy angrily accuses her father of having used her as bait for Rod. She leaves her school in anger. During class, I love this scene. Nancy notices Tina's corpse in a body bag standing outside the classroom. It is so eerie.
It's cool shit.
Oh, so cool. Leaving class, she finds the body bag being dragged down the hall, like by itself. Like her legs like lift up and she just goes and slides.
So creative. Also, the fact that this is a slasher, but it's like the first slasher that had supernatural elements in it. And I think that it works so well. Sorry, I keep patting the top of my head because I'm making sure that I don't have any alfalfas. I think it just works so well. And I think that it's like I can't remember another one prior to this that was maybe a giallo, but
yeah, maybe.
But this is the first like American one. I feel like that has like really super. I keep doing it. Sorry, guys.
First American that is horror. I'm sorry, slasher and supernatural. Yeah,
like really, and it really works.
Oh my god, so good. Turning the corner, Nancy knocks over a hall guard who was wearing a familiar.
I always forget that like hall passes were a thing.
I know. I love this part too because it's actually very funny. She's also wearing a similar green and red striped sweater. She demands to see her pass, which Nancy replies, "Screw your pass." I love it. And runs down the hall. However, the guard calls out, "Hey, Nancy," in a different voice. Looking back, the woman is now wearing the same finger gloves and she has like blood coming down her face. And the guard tells her, "No running in the hallway." That was good. Nancy
Your music and other impersonations are fucking hysterical.
"Where's your pass? Screw your past.
Your path.
Nancy continues to follow the trail of blood, and we see like leaves like going across the school hallway.
I love
too.
that.
So cool. She goes into the high school basement, and then the basement like turns into the same boiler room Tina had gone into in the beginning of the movie. Nancy's then attacked by the same disfigured man who tells her to come to Freddy. Realizing that she's dreaming, she burns her arm on the boiler pipes to force herself to wake up. You see, this is why I love Nancy. Nancy's a fighter. Nancy is smart.
Yeah.
Nancy's not one of those
If I
slasher
didn't love Jamie Lee
heroines.
Curtis so much,
Yeah.
Nancy would be my favorite final girl.
And Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm sorry, Laurie Strode does become more of a fighter in the later movies. In the first movie, though, she's not really a fighter. It's more of a, I'm going to run away and get scared. In this one, though, Nancy is very much like a, fuck you, you're not going to scare me, you know?
Yeah.
Which, oh my God, she's so good. Upon awakening, she screams in pain in the classroom, alarming the teacher, Lynn Shay, and the class. Embarrassed and scared, Nancy says that she needs to leave class and go home. And then the teacher just goes, you'll need a hall pass. Again, with the hall
Fucking
pass.
hall passes.
So
what the
funny.
fuck is that?
I have no idea. We had hall passes in school, but it was just
I never
like,
had a hall pass.
you had to just, it was usually like, I remember one of my classes, it was like a big fake key that we had to just take.
No, we didn't have any hall passes.
that's
I don't
annoying.
understand why we can't go to the bathroom as people.
That's weird. Oh, I used to have teachers who would not let you go to the bathroom.
One time I had a bladder infection. I didn't know. And like, it just hit me during school and I was in class and I had to keep going pee. So I like, we had a sign out. So like you would sign out and sign back in. And I keep going pee like every 15 minutes. And then we went to lunch like halfway through this class because our classes were an hour and a half long. So then we went like, it was 45 minutes lunch and then another 45 minutes. And I came back and then I went to the bathroom again. And the teacher like literally called me out and embarrassed me in front of everybody. And I was like, all right, I'm going to the nurse. And like literally like it was so embarrassing because everybody was like obviously noticing, but like didn't say anything. And then he like yelled at me. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I was like, I wish I could stop going pee, but I like don't know what's happening. And I was like, what a fucking dick.
Teachers, we all have to pee and poop. Just let the kid go to the bathroom. They're not going to go do drugs or have sex
I mean,
or
I
whatever.
did smoke
like,
Newports in the bathroom too, but like obviously
yeah,
I wasn't
but-
smoking a Newport every 15 minutes.
yes. Okay. Well, in that case, anyway, okay. God, I keep losing my spot. I need to start like zooming in. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in right now. These nightmares cause Nancy to talk to Rod in jail, who finishes telling her what he saw in Tina's mother's bedroom. He tells, oh God, they had sex in Tina's mother's bedroom?
Ew.
I think so, because I think Nancy was sleeping in Tina's room.
So what wasn't Johnny Depp in there too?
No, he was downstairs on the couch.
I thought he was right. I swear to God, he was right next to
I
her.
thought it was.
And he was pissed because she was asleep and he was like, ugh, I want to have sex with my girlfriend.
No, I think he was in a different room.
Maybe.
I think that he was, yeah. You're wrong, okay? No, I'm just kidding.
You're wrong. Shut up, idiot.
So she visits Rod in jail. He tells Nancy that he never saw anyone, and when he first saw Tina being murdered, he assumed he was having another nightmare. So he's having nightmares too. When Rod mentions that all 4 slashes in Tina's chest happened simultaneously, this is when Nancy finally believes Rod is innocent and there is someone actively, after them. Later at home, Nancy, the bath scene. Nancy is taking a bath when she falls asleep, causing Freddy's glove to emerge in the water from in between her legs. And then
goes right where you think it's going.
No, it does not. No, it does not. No. This is not a sexy scene. I'm not being like silly. No, this is just a scene that again is just so like, what? Like, yeah, you just see, and the way that it's shot, like the angle, you just see the hand just going like that. And
yeah, it's a rocket ship.
it's a rocket ship.
The Artemis landed safely today, everybody, by the way.
Oh, it did? Oh,
yeah, good for them.
I just always think the scene would be funny if Nancy like farted and then that caused Freddy's hand to go.
I would be like, nope, I'm out here. I'm fucking dead.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so inappropriate. Okay. So she's distracted because Nancy's mom knocks on the door and warns her to not fall asleep, and she offers her warm milk, to which Nancy rejects and calls
a fucking animated
warm
cat.
milk? Gross. And I also love because Nancy just goes, oh, for Pete's sake. As I know, it's so funny. I love Nancy.
Can't believe that Jennifer Grey got beaten out.
I know. Heather Langenkamp. As Nancy drifts off into the tub again, Freddy pulls Nancy under the water, causing her to scream, which causes her mother to come running into the bathroom after Nancy's able to wake up and get out of the tub. That night, Gwen climbs into Nancy's bedroom through the window, and she reveals her thoughts about Tina's murder. She also, I forgot to mention, she has a real burn on her arm from when she burned herself
from the boiler room.
From
because
the boiler
it's real
room,
life,
yeah.
but
It's
not
real life, yeah. So this is a funny part too, because Glenn just goes, "I heard you burned your arm," and then she just goes, "Yeah, I burned it in English class." And Glenn's face is just like,
Glenn's like, okay.
"Oh, okay, whatever."
I love how he didn't question it. He just goes, all right, whatever, bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
He's like, just give me sex.
Yeah, I know. I think he's wearing the crop top here. Or that actually, no, that's later on in the movie. He's wearing the crop top. She asks Glenn to watch over her while she sleeps. Nancy goes to sleep, and in her dream, she leaves the house. She's as she walks into an area, she asks Glenn if he is still watching, and she hears a yeah from what appears to be him. It's like an awkward
It
shot.
was him.
No, it was him. But it's an awkward shot because, this may have just been me, but why is he suddenly outside with her? And I thought he was just going to stay in the bedroom and
I think
watch
that,
her.
so that's the point, is that I think that it was supposed to be a trick. So we're supposed to think that it's not a dream and that she's actually walking. So from what I understood is that she was like, you have to watch me. I'm going to go find that spot from the dream. And then, so it wasn't supposed to seem, it wasn't supposed to be a dream. That was supposed to be him watching her go to the spot from the dream, and he was supposed to like watch her to make sure that nobody came. And then it turns out that she's actually just in the dream again.
Okay.
That's what I got from it.
I get more about she was leaving her house to go and investigate where it happened. But then I think what's also confusing is she walks to the police station and it's like, oh, so is she going to see Rod?
Well, yeah, that's what she was. She did go to see Rod.
No, she does. That's she did already, but this is what happens.
Yeah,
in the dream.
so like, so that's when I think you start to realize that it's a dream.
Okay. Nancy goes to the police station. She sees Freddy go into Rod's cell, and he begins pulling the bedsheet over him. So creepy.
The effects, though, him walking through
he just walks through the bars. Yeah, so creepy.
I didn't know they could do that back then. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like petting my own hair. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just like
this
so
is
nervous.
This is post Star Wars. This is like special effects.
This is post Star Wars, guys.
This is post. I'm not a Star Wars fan.
I'm a big Star Wars
fan.
fan.
I'm sorry. I cannot give a flying
No Star
rat's
Trek.
ass. And Star Trek, I'm not a fan either. I don't like wars in space. I'm just not a big war in space guy.
I want to be in a war in space right now. I actually think that the only thing that's going to save this world from like total collapse is that if aliens come and threaten us, and we all band together to beat them.
That's kind of cool. That'd be cool. That'd be nice.
That'd actually be a really good movie premise.
That would be really good. Yeah.
TM trademarked. I don't know what to call
Copyright.
Copyright.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I would like more war in space movies if there was a lot of sex.
Like Barbarella.
Still haven't seen it. Need to see it.
Yeah,
Need to see it.
great.
I love Jane Fonda. So Nancy starts to panic and begins screaming for Glenn. When she looks back into the window, Freddy's gone. She then notices an apparition of Tina, who calls out to Nancy in an eerie tone, "Nancy," before a centipede comes out of her mouth.
Ew, that part.
So
well, I mean,
weird.
you can tell that the mouth is fake. Like the
Yeah.
head is fake, but still, it was gross.
And also it cuts to like her legs and like her feet, and she's covered in this like mud or whatever, and there's like eels or like snakes like swimming.
So you know what it is? I
What?
rewatched it because I was wondering. I'm pretty sure that it was a doll, and those were earthworms.
Oh,
So it was like made to look like big.
yeah.
It was a doll, and those were earthworms.
Wow.
I'm almost
I didn't find trivia on that. I need
do
to,
not
though.
quote me on this, but I
Yeah.
looked at that scene a million times. Like, I'm pretty sure those are earthworms because I thought they were eels at first too. But it
Yeah.
was definitely not an eel. There was no head.
Another just genius way to save some money and just do a practical effect. Seriously. And this again is also where we really see Freddy's like full face again.
Yes.
It would take about 3 hours to get Robert Englund into his Freddy makeup. Also, Wes Craven had originally wanted a stuntman to play Freddy, which I'm so glad I didn't do that because it's all about the attitude.
It is his attitude, the silliness, the goofiness, all of it. See, you're starting to fidget now too.
I am
don't wanna
fidgeting.
hear it.
I am fidgeting. I'm sorry. You know what it is?
I love how your dog is staring long. I wish
know.
that the camera could see.
My dog Frankie, she likes to guard the house.
She's longingly staring
yeah.
out the window for a better life.
Hey, Franks. Actually, wait, no, she's gonna knock over the wires. You didn't
She's
get
almost
this. She
asleep.
walked over a wire and the camera almost fell off. So yeah, she sees Tina. Tina spits out a centipede. When Nancy calls out to Glenn again to wake her up, she hears Freddy answer, "I'm here," before he suddenly appears from a bush. Nancy runs back to the house with Freddy chasing her. She goes inside.
I love the fighting scene music in
yeah.
this too.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
like
good.
a lot more clinks in it. It was just
Yeah.
very interesting. I love 80s scores.
Yeah, they're the best. 80s music. It's just the
Well,
score of the
80s
music.
synth too, and like the weird like 80s movies, like 80s
Yeah.
synth like sound. I love that.
I also sorry, quick side tangent. I cannot wait to review A Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge.
Oh yeah,
because
super gay.
it is considered to be the most gay horror movie of all time, and like inadvertently, but it's so fascinating.
Kind of queer, but
Queer. Sorry, I'm sorry, queer. Yeah, but
I like to say gay.
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 After going inside and locking the front door, she starts to go up the stairs to her room, only to be
I love the marshmallow steps.
the marshmallow. So the stairs turn into these like gross, like sticky marshmallows. So it slows her down. Freddy Krueger breaks the window on the front door, and he's wearing like a mat, it looks like Tina's like face, like
It is Tina's face.
it is Tina's face. I'm sorry, it is her face. I thought it was the mom's face for a second. And then he just like rips it off, and Nancy also hears her mom just go, Nancy, and again, it's just another example of all of these like surreal moments, like all just hitting at once. So. The marshmallow. How they did the melting staircase scene is interesting. Langenkamp has said it was pancake mix, and then she's also said it was pancake mix mixed with mushroom soup. I know. Craven, however, Wes Craven says it was oatmeal and glue. Robert Shea, the producer of the movie, had actually directed this scene because he was on set pressuring for the film to wrap. Craven, I don't think Robert Shea had a lot of confidence in the movie. Craven, though.
Idiot. 5 out of 5.
I know, seriously. Craven had let him direct it too because Shea had said he'd had a dream like that once where he was.
Well, yeah,
couldn't
that
get up
happens
the
in a
stairs.
lot of dreams.
Yeah.
I feel like. Very common to be like slowed down.
So scary. She finally gets back to her room. Glenn is asleep, so Glenn was a real help. Thank you, Glenn. When Nancy,
He was hot at least.
He was hot at least, yeah. Nancy looks in the mirror and she begins telling herself, "This isn't real. It's just a dream." And then suddenly, jump scare! Freddy suddenly bursts through the mirror and pounces on her. During the struggle, Nancy's trying to wake Glenn up. She gets free from Freddy, and then she grabs a feather pillow to defend herself, and Freddy starts to slash it, and all of the feathers, they fly.
Wait, can we talk about
everywhere.
the fact that he cuts open his slime body?
Oh, yeah.
He like rips
Yeah.
open his chest and like all that goo comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
was so. I also wrote this down from like 1982 to like 90. Like it was so much slime.
Yeah.
Chud, the remake of Blob,
Yeah.
the original Slither. I think like there was just so much goop used in movies.
Slime and goop. Yeah.
Lots of goop.
Alien, too. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Just lots of drool, goop,
Yeah.
like weird stuff.
They got to do that more. I love.
I think it's coming back because there's a lot. They just remade Street Trash, which is like a D movie from I think the 80s. They remade Toxic Avenger, which was awesome.
Need to see that.
So like I think that we're coming back to it because independent film is like kind of like really in right now.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to A24 and Neon and IFC.
Yes. I guess IFC was technically first, but A24 really popped
Yeah.
off.
IFC and like Shudder. Oh my. Well, I think IFC owns Shudder.
I love IFC.
Yeah.
I've loved
So good.
IFC my entire
Oh,
life.
so good. Freddy continues to scuffle with her, and then suddenly Nancy's alarm clock goes off, which causes her to wake up. Ironically, Freddy, you can tell by now that Freddy has a lot of attitude and like is very like sarcastic and gross and just, he's not a silent killer. Ironically, though, he was supposed to be a typical silent killer like Jason or Michael Myers. In the first movie, he's kind of like this, like a little bit, but in the sequels, he really
Really is
pumps
silly
up the
and,
cheeky
like,
personality.
Yeah, really does.
There's a scene in oh god, like in the third movie where like he picks this isn't really a spoiler, but he picks a woman up, and before he shoves her head into a TV, he's like, what's the line? He's like, I love breaking news or
I don't
live
remember,
TV.
but it's like that's
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Oh wait, I have a better one. He's in Freddy vs. Jason, there's a scene with Kelly Rowland
where she
from
calls
Destiny's
him.
Child.
Where she calls him.
Oh, not that part.
Fajat.
She calls him a derogatory term. No, not that part. There's a scene where she's looking through a magazine, and Freddy pops his glove through the magazine. He puts the knives up her nose, and then from the magazine, his face just goes, "I've got your nose!" And then he rips her nose off. Oh my god, it's so good.
That reminds me at the
Ridiculous.
end of Welcome to Derry,
Oh yeah.
where he's like lively crowd and
Yeah.
then disappears. I love
so
that.
good.
I love a good villain one-liner.
I love villain one-liners. Oh my god, they're so good.
Wait, hold on. I gotta pee. So
Pee pee,
sorry.
go pee pee.
Anyways, hi.
He's done from the potty. So okay, where were we? She wakes up from the dream. Glenn has fallen asleep. She's really mad at him because she's like, I told you to do one thing, and what do? You shit. You fall asleep. Marge suddenly calls out to Nancy. Glenn hides outside the window. Marge comes in the room, and Nancy's
Her mom sucks.
I know her mom is, and she gets worse and worse in this.
Yeah, I know. At first, she seems like totally normal,
I know.
and then she's like, "Oh, I'm totally like a fucking."
I know,
drunk
and she
bitch.
gaslights her daughter too.
Mhm.
Like, I know it's crazy.
All of them.
They all do. They
all
all
of them
do.
gaslight.
I
I
know.
can't
All the
believe-
adults do.
I can't believe like that's the one thing that maybe that's the only problem I have with it. All these adults know.
Yeah.
They see the coroner thing.
Yeah.
The dad didn't think,
I know.
or at least think maybe copycat. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It's all just like, just the amount of times they tell her, you just need to sleep. It's like, listen to your daughter. Like, God.
I mean, truly, I do need to sleep. I
Yeah.
think that would make me feel better, but like, not if I was getting murdered.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Fuck you, Marge.
I know. Great name, Marge.
Marge. I know. So Marge turns off the light and leaves. And then Nancy's like, Glenn. And then you see a feather float past the window. And that's another moment of, oh my God, it's foreshadowing. She's pulling stuff out of her dream. So Glenn and Nancy go to see, brain fart. They go to see Rod at the police station. Meanwhile, in Rod's cell, the bed sheets tie into a noose and proceed to quietly
Such a cool
wrap.
scene.
So cool.
I tried finding the wire or anything.
Yeah.
You can't see it at all. They
They
do a great
wrap
job.
around Rod's neck while he's asleep, and it's just like, it's a very, like, that moment, every time I watch it, I literally out loud just go, ew. It's
Yeah.
just so, like, the thought of being asleep and someone is about to hang you and you don't know it.
I thought it was going to go down his throat and kill him.
That
I don't
would
know.
have
I
been
thought
even
that'd
worse.
been cooler.
Oh God, that would have been worse. Oh, I hate that. Nancy finally manages to convince her father to let her and Glenn visit Rod. But when she does that, the sheets proceed to drag Rod by the noose and hang him from the cell ceiling, making it look like he's committed suicide. Donald comes in and notices Rod being hanged. They immediately untie the noose around his neck, but it's too late. He's died. Rod's death is deemed a suicide. The next day, again, no blood here. It's just, that is what I call in a slasher movie when someone dies, and it is just very, like, not even scary, just ew, just like, oh, like uneasy, you know? It's one of those types of deaths. The next day, a graveside service is being held for Rod at the cemetery. After the funeral,
They
Nancy
kept moving. They
I
really
know,
were like,
they were like,
funeral
okay,
now.
2 people dead. Let's go. Nancy tells her parents that Rod was not the killer and describes the killer in her dreams as a horribly burned man who wears a dirty red and green sweater, Christmas, a weird hat, and has razors on his fingers. This causes the color to drain out of both of her parents' faces, indicating recognition. Marge decides to take her to the Katia Institute for the Study of Sleep Disorders to ensure she gets some sleep. As Nancy goes through a comprehensive test, I have like a speech impediment. I don't know what's going on today. A test. She once again had another nightmare.
Is there like carbon monoxide in here or something?
Maybe, dude, maybe. But the windows are open, so I don't know. After Marge and the doctors manage to keep her under control, they discover a white streak. Oh, wait. No, I skipped a part. As Nancy goes through a comprehensive test, she once again has another nightmare. I did say this. I'm just going to say it again. She has a nightmare. She starts like convulsing in the bed. One of the doctors here, the nurse actually, is played by Wes Craven's then wife, Mimi Craven. Fun fact.
I love the name Mimi.
Mimi. Marge and the doctors manage to keep her under control, but then they discover a white streak in her hair and a cut on her arm. Nancy also reveals that she has brought something out of her dream, Freddy's hat. Upon seeing the hats, Marge is like, oh shit, oh my God, this is real life. Oh my God.
She knew that it was real
But
life
she knew
anyway.
the whole time. She knew the whole time. Nancy confronts Marge about the hat. I love this too, because in this scene, they're back in the kitchen, and Nancy just goes right to the coffee and just goes and just chugs a cup of coffee, and it's so funny. Made me laugh, at least. She points out to her mom that Fred Krueger is the name written on the hat.
Wait, we skipped a part, and I need to talk about this. That's really funny. No, we didn't skip a part. I skipped a note. When she took the pills from the cabinet, and they're labeled "Stay Awake, Very Fast Acting." That's the name of the pills.
Hypnosil, isn't it Hypnosil? It's fake. It's not real.
Yeah,
but
it just says says it says "Stay Awake, Very Fast Acting." Like, what a crazy name for pills. And then I also wondered if maybe getting drunk or like high on Xanax would also negate the dreams. Because, like, you don't really get real sleep when you're drunk. So I also wondered that. But then I have another thing is when she wakes up and she says, "Oh, God, I look 20 years old." And I'm like, bitch. I'm like, You were literally like 3 years away
I
from
know,
20,
I
and
know.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was just like sitting here. I'm like,
That's
like,
they could have at least said, "Oh God, I look 30."
yeah,
maybe
30 makes sense.
30 or older, but 20. I'm like, Nancy, that's not that. That's like what, like 2 years away from your birthday? I don't know. It was a bit. They could have maybe changed that line a little bit. So they're in the kitchen. They start to fight. Nancy is just like, Nancy, you got to get some sleep. No one's trying to kill you. This causes Nancy to argue back at her, and Marge slaps her in the face.
Dude, Marge is fucking nuts.
Her own daughter slaps her in the face. She reassures Nancy that Fred Krueger won't come after her as he is dead. Nancy is like, wait, you knew all along? Marge insists that she is sick and is just imagining things and that she'll feel better when she gets some sleep. Nancy grabs the alcohol, the liquor, and just goes, screw sleep! And then she just slams the bottle on the
Also,
ground.
I love that Marge is like a totally normal mom at first, and then like halfway through the film, she's like
turns into a full-on
full-blown
alcoholic
like pill
so
fiend.
quickly.
Yeah,
I know, like a
literally just,
recluse, like
like
I
passes
know.
out on the couch.
Yeah.
Just like I love that plot line. Like it didn't.
I know.
It made like it didn't. It almost didn't make sense, but like it worked
It
somehow.
kind of
like,
works somehow.
It really
yeah.
did not make sense. I was just like, she was just like totally normal in the beginning, and then all of a sudden she's like, just like you drink every night.
I know. And then I love when she's on the couch and she just goes, locked.
Yeah,
It's locked.
literally.
Locked. I understand why Marge would go a little bit nuts because like, oh my God, I've kept the secret hidden and this can't actually be happening. Like this can't happen. He's dead. I wish maybe they gave Marge a little bit more of like scenes of her explaining why she's going crazy. You know,
I wish they started with her being trash.
Yeah, that would have made a little bit more sense.
I wish they started like, I remember watching Donnie Darko for the first time, and the beginning scene, it's like the morning and they're getting ready for school, and the mom is outside drinking a glass of red wine. And
Yeah,
I was like, it is the morning.
yeah.
So I was just like, what?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
not that I haven't done it, but I was like, my kids are getting ready for school, and I'm just outside on the
Yeah.
by the pool drinking a glass of wine.
I've had
So
beer.
I wish they kind of like started with that.
It would have been a little bit better. I've had beer in the morning. It was after I ran a marathon. It was like 10 o'clock though, so it wasn't that late.
I love drinking at all hours
Yeah,
of the day. Morning
yeah.
drinking, day drinking, night drinking.
10 a.m. is like me. Like I can't be earlier than
I
10
don't think that I
a.m.
wake up like naturally. Like I don't.
Yeah.
If I was asleep and I didn't have to wake up for work,
Danny wakes up and just grabs a bottle of scotch.
I love scotch in the morning.
Me too. I love.
When I was in Scotland, we did the
Oh.
Johnny Walker Scotch tour, and we did it at like 11 a.m. It was
Oh my
awesome.
God. Wait, I might go to Scotland this summer. I gotta tell you about that.
love
I
it. Are you
got
going to
some-
Edinburgh?
Well, nothing's planned yet. It's for 1 week, so off work I can. I
Okay,
have to
after
pick
this
a
we'll
date.
talk about it.
Yeah,
I
we
have
gotta talk
so
about
many
it, yeah.
recommendations.
Scotland or Ireland, but the Scotland trip
Scotland
is
so
smaller,
it's
though, yeah.
amazing. My favorite place on earth.
Oh, I
Go to
can't
Scotland,
wait.
everybody.
Oh, so good. Outlander, good show. Just season 1. Meeting up with Glenn again, Nancy reveals she hasn't slept in over 7 days. Glenn tells her a little bit about the
First
Bolognese.
of all, I just want to let you know that the longest I've gone without sleeping is 9 days, and it puts you in an extreme psychosis. She
You're
would not be
insane.
acting this well.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
insane.
It was drugs. But
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
And then yeah, so I was like literally going nuts. Like there's no way 7 days this chick would not have been.
The last time I was awake all night was senior year of high school at the after prom because you got to stay up all
That was
night.
when this movie came out in 1984.
Yeah, 1984. Yeah, it's true. Anyway, Glenn tells her about the Balinese way of sleeping, stating that when the Balinese from Bali see a monster in their dreams, they turn their back on the monster, robbing it of all its power, and it will disappear. Foreshadowing. He then notices that Nancy has a book on booby traps, like Home Alone, which she claims is for survival. Upon returning home, Nancy notices that bars have been placed on all the windows in the house, and she opens the door and just goes, "Mother!"
That part was
So
nuts.
funny. And then I also love, because all I could think about was Harry Potter. We had to get him, Mom. There were bars in his windows.
I think I just burped again. Sorry, guys.
These mics also aren't that good, so it may have not even gotten caught.
I've been burping like
gotten
nonstop because like my stomach's like half empty and I've been drinking water, so kind of like
He had a granola bar.
my
Wasn't
body
a lot.
needs. I need sustenance.
Um,
When I get home, I'm literally gonna eat spaghetti and meatballs and take a nap, and then I'm gonna go eat dinner at 9 p.m.
I have a crappy leftover tonight. I don't want to eat it.
The pasta over there. It looks
Yeah,
good.
it's not good. It was like an Instagram recipe. It's too cold, and it's like I'll give it. I'll tell you about it later.
Anyways,
There's like no food in this movie too. I just realized, except for like the pancake mix batter,
there's
marshmallow.
there's stay awake, very fast acting.
Yeah, there's the Hypnosil, yeah, which for so long I thought was a real thing, but it's not. So yeah, she comes home. There are bars on the windows. Marge is drunk out of her mind and a mess, and like in like a nightgown, and smoking a drag.
Then she starts smoking cigarettes.
She
every
starts
movie,
smoking
too.
cigarettes every second. Marge takes her daughter to the basement of the house where she finally reveals the truth about Fred Krueger. Krueger was a child murderer who killed at least 20 children over a decade earlier. When he was released from jail on a technicality due to an improperly signed warrant, the parents of the victims, Marge being among them, decided to track Krueger down to an abandoned boiler room. They poured gasoline all over the room and watched the room burn until the fire went out. When she reassures Nancy that Krueger can't hurt anyone, she reveals his bladed glove, which she takes from a hiding place in the furnace as proof. I remember first watching this and a chill went up my spine. For some reason, that shot of her just pulling that glove out and seeing those gloves. I don't
Wouldn't it
know.
have been burnt a little bit though? That's my only qualm I had with it.
Maybe he like took it off quickly.
Oh my god, my house on fire! Save my glove!
Yeah, maybe. In the original script, Freddy was a child molester. However, the decision was made to change him into being a child murderer to avoid accusations of exploiting a series of child molestations in California around the time of production.
Oh, I think child molester would have been better because I would have been
Yeah,
much
that would have been
angrier.
much.
I mean, don't murder children.
Well,
either,
no, don't
but
do that either. But no, yeah.
Maybe he should have done both.
Well, he was rewritten as a child molester in the 2010 remake.
Which I want to. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll review that. We will.
Yeah.
I love Rooney Mara in that. I do love Rooney Mara. She actually hated the movie, though. Later that night, Nancy calls Glenn and makes a deal with him. She tells him that she's going to go into her dreams and pull Freddy out. She requests Glenn that he be there to knock him out when she pulls Freddy into the physical world. When Glenn insists that nothing will happen, Nancy assures him that he then has nothing to lose. Finally, before hanging up, she instructs him to don't fall asleep. A few minutes later, she begins to put her plan into motion. However, she's unaware that Glenn's father is watching her. I love the parents here. He tells his wife that he believes that Nancy is a lunatic and doesn't want his son hanging out with her anymore. When Nancy tries to call Glenn, his mother picks up instead and relays it to her husband, who reaches the end of his tether. The mouse was in the way, and refuses to let Nancy speak to his son. He takes the phone off the hook. I just love it because he picks up the phone and just goes, "Glenn's not here," and then just hangs up. Because of this, Nancy unsuccessfully tries to call Glenn and is worried that he might fall asleep again. Also, Glenn is in his room wearing a crop top, looking very sexy. He's also watching TV and listening to the radio.
Music.
Yeah.
He told his mom that he just likes to watch it and listen to music at the same time.
But he also says he's like watching like women's like wrestling or something.
No, he was watching like literally like porn.
Yeah. And he says a line
I
here.
just want to. I don't know when this happens, but I have a note, and it's before this part where I said this bitch snuck the whole coffee machine into her room,
Nancy,
which would smell,
yeah,
like coffee, and she just did it to keep the pot warm.
I know.
She snuck a whole coffee machine under her bed. Her mom comes in.
Her mom's also a mess though, so maybe her mom wouldn't even noticed the
She
smell.
pulls the whole like a whole coffee maker, not just the pot, like the coffee maker. That was so funny to me.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't notice that actually. The phone rings and Nancy answers it, but upon hearing nothing, she suddenly hears a high-pitched laugh and like the claw, the
nails
knives,
on a chalkboard
nails on the
situation.
chalkboard situation. She screams in frustration and pulls on the phone cord before deciding to go to Glenn's house in secrecy. However, before she can fully leave her room, the phone rings again, but it's off the hook. How is that possible? When she picks it up once again, Freddy Krueger's voice tells her, "I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy," before a mouth appears on the phone's bottom speaker and a tongue tries to lick her face. She freaks out and stomps on the phone. That shot.
So cool.
Everything
is so creative.
It's so creative. So creative. Knowing that Glenn's in trouble, she hurries downstairs to go to his house, but the front door is locked. Marge is lying on the couch. She tells her that it's locked and she's going to get some sleep. Nancy demands the key, but her mother refuses, causing a frustrated Nancy to scream in anger. It's actually a stressful scene. Meanwhile, in his room, sweet Glenn, is asleep. The announcer on the TV says the station name is KRGR. Krueger. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So God, I forgot that I need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, some of us are intelligent.
Sorry. I didn't know that was like a thing. Like the KR, yeah, that's another.
There's like a lot of weird Easter eggs in this movie.
There
I should've
are,
written
yeah,
some
Easter
or
egg. That's the
these
right
down.
word. That's the right word. Easter egg, yeah. And also, the station announcer's voice is also Robert Shea's voice, the producer. So Glenn's in his room watching TV, asleep. Suddenly, Freddy's arm comes out of the bed and pulls Glenn into it. Gets sucked into his bed. Krueger then sends a torrent of blood, which, along with Glenn's corpse, shoots out of the bed and drenches the room. So it shoots out and hits the ceiling. Glenn's mom, this scene's actually like really sad. She comes back to the room, sees this, and begins screaming in horror. The police, Donald among them, that Nancy's dad, and the ambulance are soon called in. Over 500 gallons of fake blood were used during this scene, or during filming.
So cool.
Yeah. So freaking
one of the
cool.
coolest, like all the deaths in Nightmare on Elm Street are just.
They're ingenious. I know. And then like the sequels too, they get gnarlier and gnarlier.
I
want to
say this though. I really want to see one slasher where 35 minutes in, the parents or the cops actually believe the people, and then the storyline goes from there.
Yeah.
Where they're like all helping to do with this.
There will be one soon.
I might write one.
Yeah.
Trademarked, copyright.
You should write one. We should write one. When we're famous, we're gonna write a bisexual horror movie.
It makes sense. It makes sense to like it's never been done.
Yeah.
Jojo Siwa. It's never been done before.
Siwa. Ah! that's my Jojo Siwa impression. So Glenn's dead. Nancy is now a wreck. She's distraught. She's mentally drained. She hasn't been sleeping at all. She calls her dad and asks him to be ready when she finds Freddy Krueger. She has to take this on herself now. He tells her that he will, but it's pretty clear that he's just saying this to, calm her down.
The dad was there when he killed Freddy Krueger too, so I'm just like so confused why he's just like not even.
Because they don't want to believe the dream thing. But also it's like, but you just came to a house where a man a teenage boy was shoved into a bed and then his blood was shot out.
There's no body left.
There's
it's
no
just
body left.
Everywhere.
How do you explain? I know, a bit of a flaw of the movie. I'm not going to lie. So he tells his deputy to just watch the house. He basically it's just like, she's going to go to bed. She's crazy. Just watch her. So she sets her watch, says a prayer, and then goes to sleep to find Freddy. She wakes up in her dream. She goes down to the basement. She finds herself back in the old boiler room. She sees Freddy again, and another chase ensues.
Did you totally forget about the booby traps?
No, it was a quick sentence. She did the booby traps.
Okay,
yeah.
We just can't pass over this.
Oh.
Her mom is passed out on the couch. All right. She sets up a bomb in the light bulb with a tripwire. She sets up a fucking sledgehammer that could anybody could walk into that house.
I forgot about the bomb. I forgot about the little bomb.
Normal person could walk into that house at any time, especially the police, her dad, her mom, and literally it could kill them.
But they can't because there are bars on the window though. So how can they get through?
No, like the dad could walk through the front door and get slammed in the face with a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Her mom could wake up and trip over the wire going upstairs to her bedroom and have the fucking light bulb. Like she just like literally did this so willy-nilly, and nobody even pointed out the fact that she like literally booby trapped her entire friend and family.
That's like an SNL sketch. Like they did that recently with Ariana Grande in Home Alone, where the family comes home, but she forgot to put the traps away, and then all the family
that's
dies.
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
they all fall into the traps.
She's like, all right, now I'm gonna go to bed and just leave all these fucking bombs everywhere. And she's just like, hopefully my drunk mom doesn't wake up and trip over it.
The sledgehammer part was so cool.
Yeah.
I love the sledgehammer booby trap. Oh my God.
Anyways, keep going. You just like, I was like, did you?
No, I know. It was a quick sentence. Yeah. So she sets up all these booby traps. She goes to sleep. She encounters Freddy. He starts to chase her. She wakes up again. The alarm clock goes off and he's not there. In her frustration and dismay, Nancy assures herself that she's crazy and wrong before jump scare. Freddy jumps on her before trying to kill her in her bedroom. Having prepared beforehand, Nancy proves more than a match for Freddy, leading him through a barrage of booby traps. Nancy continuously calls out for her father, and the officer watching her gets him. I love this part because this deputy guy is just like, it's okay. Everything's okay. And then she just yells, get my dad, you asshole!
And then also Freddy Krueger walks by the window at one point.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's probably a shadow.
Yeah. So stupid.
So dumb.
The adults, of course, in a horror movie. So stupid.
So dumb.
Freddy chases Nancy down to the basement where she sets him on fire. She locks him in the basement and finally gets her dad and the rest of the police to help. After discovering that he has escaped upstairs, Nancy witnesses a burnt Krueger smothering Marge in her bed with his flaming body. Another moment that I watch it and I just go, oh God. Like,
also, that stuntman is fucking nuts because he
know.
really did in that basement.
Yeah.
He was really on fire for quite some time.
Yeah.
like
Oh my
quite
God.
some time.
How the hell do stunt people do that? Just light on
I
fire.
think that I would try being lit on fire for like 10, like not even 10 seconds, like
You-
5 seconds. But like, I don't think like he was up and down those
Yeah.
steps rolling around. Like it was like 30 seconds minimum.
You could not give me $1,000 to get lit on fire for like as like a stunt thing. Never in my. I hate fire. I love fire. I hate when it's on me. Just absolutely not. Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't think anybody in the world's like, I love when I'm on fire.
But I do love to burn stuff legally. So yes, Freddie has gone upstairs. He's smothering Marge. His burnt body is smothering her in bed. Donald immediately uses a blanket to smother Freddie's burning body. Upon taking it off, though, Freddie is gone. Only Marge's charred corpse is on the bed, and it is so like, oh my God, it's awful. Nancy and her father then watch as the corpse sinks and disappears into the bed. Devastated over the loss of her mother, Nancy embraces her father, who's also heartbroken. After sending her dad away, Nancy goes to face Freddie on her own. As Freddie emerges from the bed, Nancy coldly tells him that she now knows him well, causing him to threateningly tell her that she'll die. Unfazed, she tells him that it is too late for that, and she now knows a secret. Everything is just a dream, and he is not alive. She basically says, I'm not afraid of you anymore. My fear is what gives you power, so I'm not scared. You're shit. Like, you're a piece of shit. Turning towards Freddie, she wishes her mother and friends back, which angers him. Now, clearly done, Nancy declares that she'll take back every energy that she gave him and that he is nothing. When she turns her back on Freddie, he attempts to kill her, but he disappears, seemingly destroyed. Next scene, Nancy walks out of her bedroom, and then the scene changes to the next morning, and Marge also appears looking very lively and not drinking and smoking or anything, and it looks like Nancy's on her way to school. Nancy gets in the car with Glenn and the rest of her friends, Rod and Tina. They're all happy. However, the car roof, colored in green and red stripes, suddenly comes down just before Nancy and her friends drive off. Johnny Depp looks so good here. Sorry, he looks good in red.
I love the Freddy Krueger car.
Yeah, I love a Freddy Krueger car too. And I love red and green. That is why
If I like
love
won
this
the
thing.
lottery, I would totally buy a Freddy Krueger car.
Yeah, that'd be badass. I still have not been Freddy Krueger for Halloween. I need to.
That just seems like
It's kind of like a cliche. I don't know. Everyone's
seems like a
Freddy
lot of
Krueger.
work.
Yeah. The car then drives away. It's also a surreal moment because the hood comes down and they're all screaming like, "Mom, help!" And Nancy's mom, Marge, is just standing there.
I'm obsessed with
staring.
this part.
It's a very creepy, surreal. She is just standing there, like arms crossed, just like putting her head down like that. And again, it's that moment of what? Like, what is going on? You know, is this another dream? What happened? So they drive off, and then this ending.
This is
As the
I love
convertible
this.
continues to drive away, the same three little girls who were singing earlier, playing jump rope and singing Freddy's song, the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. They're singing in slow motion. It's a very cool shot. While Marge is watching them, Freddy's arm then grabs and pulls her through the window of the front door.
The world's smallest window.
The smallest window.
It's
He
so
pulls her
cool.
through, and it's clearly a dummy. It looks like a balloon dummy.
I
It just
loved
goes,
it.
whee! She gets sucked in.
I loved it. It was so cool.
It's like when you flush a toilet and it's one of those, or no, like if you flush a toilet on an airplane and it's just like, whoosh, like it just.
Fun
sucks
fact,
in.
today I pooped and it was so aerodynamic that it actually went up into the toilet without having to flush.
Wow. The image in my head right now is.
You're welcome, everybody, for that.
That's happened to me too. Yeah, that has happened. Well, blah, blah, yeah. So this also is an interesting moment. So Marge gets sucked through the door. I didn't notice this. You look back at the three girls. It cuts back to the three girls, and they have switched places. They keep playing jump rope and singing, but the one girl that was on one side is now on the other side, and vice versa. The girl on the other side is now on that side. And then that's the end of the movie.
I really don't understand the end of the movie too much.
Okay, here's my issue. Originally, also a little bit of trivia. The movie ended happily. Originally, the movie ended happily. Nancy kills Krueger by ceasing to believe in him, then awakens to discover that everything that happened in the movie was an elongated nightmare. She then says goodbye to her mom and drives to school with her friends. However, Robert Shea, the producer, wanted a twist ending that would leave the way open for sequels. He suggested fooling the audience into thinking Krueger had been defeated, only to reveal that the final scene itself is actually a nightmare, and then end the film with Freddy driving the car away from the house and the kids screaming. Wes Craven hated this ending, and ultimately multiple endings were filmed. Craven has always maintained that the film should have ended happier. I agree. I don't think I like this ending. It ends a little bit out of nowhere. It's a
so-
great ending. Like it's cool and it's surreal, and I love Marge going through the door window. I don't really get it.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
I don't understand this ending. I just think it's cool, and I don't care.
Yeah. I like the whole thing because there's foreshadowing when Glenn was telling Nancy about the people in Bali and how they fight the
that
monsters.
part.
I like that foreshadowing. So I like the ending of Nancy being a boss ass bitch, being like, "You don't scare me, asshole," and I like that. I think just this final scene, there's no real build up. Like it doesn't really, the transition doesn't really make sense where
It doesn't, because it looks like it ends.
it looks like it ends, but then it just cuts to the end and it's like, wait, so she's dreaming again? But I thought that she defeated Freddy.
I think it should have just ended with like her mom getting like sucked into the bed,
Yeah.
or like she just like, "You're not real" or whatever, and then like that's the ending.
Yeah.
And then she finally goes to bed safe and sound,
Yeah.
and then maybe like a little like, I don't know how to describe it, like a little, like she goes to bed safe and sound, but then like maybe you see like a few feathers like go across her body,
Yeah.
and then it ends.
Yeah.
Like, to leave it open that like he still exists.
That would have been better. But
Damn, I should.
I know you should have.
You guys should have consulted me.
You should have. You should have
9
written
years
this.
before I was
you should have written
born.
the Standing Boom. You really should. No, and I think again, this also is an example we see in a lot of Hollywood movies where producers get really money hungry and it's all a business for them and they want to see more. They want to see a franchise.
Yeah,
and
Robert. Well, you could have. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You could have
But
easily.
you could have done it. You could have done it. I think less.
Actually, now
with
that I'm
this
thinking about it,
ending.
my ending would have been perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Now I'm better.
You are better. I think Robert Chase still alive, actually.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking beat him up. I'm coming for you, Robert Che.
Yeah, I think I like horror movies that end with a big bang. I do like that with him coming through the door window, but I agree. I don't think it totally works. It feels a little bit
It was cool to watch.
cool to watch, not my favorite ending.
Not
I think
plot-wise.
but clearly though, this is an example again of, Wes Craven didn't even like that ending.
Yeah.
He didn't even like it, but he wasn't the producer. His boss basically had to say, no, change the ending. And the amount of times that has happened in movies where a bad movie will come out and then years later the director is just like, yeah, that wasn't my doing. Like they made me do
Yeah,
that.
it's so annoying. I don't
Yeah.
think I could ever be a director because it's just like I hate that. Like,
I can't. No, I know. It's annoying. That happens in a lot of movies.
super dumb.
Bidar, Danny Boom, which character had bi energy in this movie?
I'm trying to pick my choices. Probably Johnny Depp. The crop top really does it for me.
Yeah,
I know
the
that was
crop
like
top.
a thing
Yeah.
in the 80s, but like
Yeah.
now when I think about it now,
I'd have to say that. I really don't see a lot of characters in this having Bidar
I don't think that
energy.
anybody seems queer in this movie.
No.
In Freddy 2.
Yeah, Freddy too. No. Freddy.
No, in Freddy, like Nightmare on Elm Street 2,
Oh, yes. Sorry.
it's
yeah.
all queer.
All queer. All
But
queer.
This
And
one, not so much.
I cannot fucking wait to review that movie. It is
So
so
good.
funny. In a good way. Like, well, ridiculous.
It's just very
but-
interesting the way
it's so interesting
the
to watch
turn
it.
they took there.
Yeah. There's like literally a scene I think where a guy tells another guy like, or no, a guy says, "Freddy's trying to get inside me."
I'd let him in.
Wink, wink. Ew, Freddy. Ew, no. God, no. That'd be hot and hard. Oh,
That's exactly what I'm looking for, baby.
I didn't mean that. I meant it'd be hot and like the skin would come off. I agree. Oh god, and then you get skin stuck in. Oh my god. Ew. Okay, Glenn. Yeah, Bidar energy definitely. Danny Boom, who was your final bi pair? Which two characters of different genders were you crushing on?
Oh, Johnny Depp for sure, and obviously Heather.
Heather?
No, Nancy.
Nancy?
No,
Oh,
Nancy.
Heather
Like-
Langenkamp.
Like
yeah,
her
same.
real name. Sorry,
Same.
Nancy and Johnny Depp.
I love Nancy as a character. I think she's so beautiful in
She's
this
so
movie. I
pretty.
love Heather Langenkamp. And Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. No, sorry.
young Johnny, like 80s and 90s
He
and
has
like
not
early
aged well.
2000s.
Sorry, Johnny Depp. If you're watching this, which you never will be,
It's okay.
You look
I
crazy.
doubt
Get
he
a
will be.
haircut.
But his daughter, Lily Rose.
Lily's beautiful.
My God. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Love
I
you,
think
Lily.
my God, I think I even remember watching that bad show she was on, The Idol, and I even think I texted you like,
Yeah.
do you like Lily Rose Depp? Lily Rose, I hate the name Lily though. I can't say it. Do you like Lily Rose Depp? I'm obsessed. She is like, I just want to like take her. She's so hot. I can't like, I
beautiful.
could not. Those eyes Oh my god, and she speaks French. Oh my god.
Elle vous
I parle français. Well, because her mom, Johnny Depp's wife, was that French woman. No, I don't think she's like famous. I think she's like a model. Their mom, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I love Gwen and Nancy. They are both my final bi pair. What was your can't sit straight moment? What scene was so scary that you couldn't sit straight? I don't know why I keep doing that.
I never get scared, but I think the scenes that shocked me the most, again, that tree scene, because I just wasn't expecting something to come out from a skinny tree, which I don't know how they did that. And then when
Ding ding.
she
ding,
gets
ding,
ripped
ding.
through the window, because I just wasn't
Oh, when
at the very end.
at the end, the very,
I just
very
was
end.
like,
Yeah.
it just like came out of nowhere. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And then it just like, yeah.
It's so good. I think the scariest scene for me,
Honestly, again, ambiance. I think that like when they're walking and there's like creepy noises, he's like
Yeah.
talking, the girls are doing jump rope. That's probably the creepiest thing. But again, it's not a jump scare, really.
there aren't really well, there are jump scares, but I think at the
For like
time,
for people who don't like horror.
yeah, if you saw this in 1984, I'm sure that in the theater, oh my god, to be in that theater in 1984 seeing this, I would go back in a heartbeat. In time, I wasn't around in the 80s.
I would love to go back into the 80s anyway, because then
Yeah.
I would be settled and have a house and not be in extreme debt right now, because the
Yeah.
world wouldn't suck.
I know. Don't get me started. I'm gonna cry. No, yeah. I think for me the best sit straight moment, what can't sit straight moment, was the hallway scene with the school guard and just that whole sequence of Nancy, or I'm sorry, of Tina in the
When
like
she gets
body
picked
bag.
up without
Yeah.
anything, she just starts getting dragged.
Yeah.
Love that.
And just even, I know it's campy, but like that scene of the guard going, "No running in the hallway." I don't know. As a kid, that just always. I sound like the Monsters Inc. Woman.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
I'm watching you.
I do sound like that.
Oh wait.
I know it hurts your throat. I know it's like The Grudge. Oh my god, we did it. We reviewed A Nightmare on Elm Street, and we cannot wait to review the other
3,
2, Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, The Dream Master, The Dream Child, Freddy's Dead, New Nightmare, and then the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yep.
New Nightmare.
I love New Nightmare.
New Nightmare.
I love New Nightmare. They just showed that in Philadelphia recently.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love
God,
it.
I was going to ask you if we could go, but we were busy. You had a lot on your plate.
Yeah, my entire life's a mess.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll get better.
Somebody help.
Somebody help. Oh, you guys, this was so cool. Well, look, catch us next time for the next episode. We're also on the gram. Follow us at By Witch Project. Please subscribe to us there, and on YouTube as well at By Witch Project. Just subscribe.
Even if
Please
you
just do
hate
it.
us, just be nice.
Even if you hate us. Even if leave a comment too. Even, I mean, look, hate
You can
comments.
hate comments are really fine. I get off on it.
Hate comments actually help. That's the irony with hate comments. You want to make us feel bad? Well, you're not, because the more you comment hateful things, the more people are attracted to our podcast, and then they watch us, and then our views go up. So
Yeah, do it.
fuck you. Yeah, so do it all you want. I don't care. Well, preferably be nice, but join us next time as we recap. This is a newer movie. I'm going to give you an example or a hint. Wait, actually, I don't know if I can. It's not rated. And it's from 2016, and it's not rated. And it's...
Actually, I think it's prior to 2016. I think 2016 is when the actual wide release came out, but it was out.
No. Almost. You're a little wrong with that, but no. Terrifier! We are reviewing the gory as fuck movie Terrifier, which is now a huge franchise. 2 and 3 are out. Came out, I mean,
next year.
Yeah. Are they filming it yet? I forget.
It's
I think
done.
I have
It's done.
They already filmed Terrifier 4?
I think. Well, it's coming out next year. I'm pretty sure it's.
I don't think they filmed it yet.
I'm pretty sure it's in production, and
Oh.
it's the end. It's the end.
Oh,
It's the
my
final
God.
movie.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm curious to see what you think about Terrifier, because actually a lot of people have thoughts about the first Terrifier, but they
I have a lot of thoughts.
I have a
about the
lot of
first
thoughts,
Terrifier.
but we will do that in the next episode. It's time to go. He needs to go eat dinner. I need to go
take a nap and eat some meatballs.
I need to go drink some beer. It's beer Saturday night. I have
Beer
OCD.
Saturday. I
Beer
wish.
Saturday. Yeah, and vodka later, probably. I know you don't like vodka, but I love vodka. I know. Thank you guys. In the
Thank you.
meantime,
Love you.
come out, stay out, come out of the woods, come out of the closet. We don't have an end tagline for this
We'll
yet.
figure it out.
We
We'll
need to
edit
figure
it
it
in.
out. And you still have to send me your photo of
Yes.
for the cover. Do it here.
I don't have a hat.
You can borrow my hat.
I want my hat.
Oh, okay.
Want my
But
sparkly
please do
hat.
that quickly. I've been asking you for
Yeah,
like
I know.
weeks.
Christ. All right. Jeez. Well, I can't
know.
do it tonight because I have to have my hair done for dinner. I might be able to do it after dinner
I can't with this guy.
at 11 p.m. I'm a busy bee. Worky work. Busy bee.
Can't with this guy. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Drop the mic. I'm sorry. Drop the mic.
I go both ways.
And there is nothing wrong with my tits.